Hello, this is Fern Kitsun from Eve Guru, showing off the production ledger. What the production ledger is it allows you to easily create jobs, especially when it comes to nested bill of materials. So let's run a few examples just to go through what I'm talking about. So I have a scenario here in the industry calculator where I'm looking at all the different things that I have the materials for. So I'm producing these items in a low sec system. I'm buying everything using the G to sell price. I'm building the materials only if it's profitable to build. And I only want to show items that I have all the materials for. So I'm going to click update again just to make sure everything is clean. And we're going to put together a job. So here, the capital ancillary current router is about 8 per day. And so let's say I build 10 of these. So if I look, it's still green. So I know I can build these 10. I could prove that by looking at the required materials, and we can see here that here's the required quantity, here's what we have, and so far so good. Now let's say I want to build these large low friction nozzles. I'm going to build 20 of these, and that goes yellow. It goes yellow because I do not have enough of some of these things, and it's telling me I need to buy these. So we're going to add these to our jobs, and let's just do one more, like this one right here. And it's also yellow because I don't have enough. So I've got these 3 different things I want to build in my batch. I'm going to add it to the production ledger. And then we go here, Industry Tools, Production Ledger. And just like in the calculator, you want to update the ledger to pull the project. So here's the project. And we can drill down, and we've got 2 groups, materials and tasks. So first, if you want to build this, remember earlier I said this was green, so it's ready. Again, the input materials have not changed. I have enough inventory to satisfy the job, so there's nothing stopping me from building this right now. By the way, you do not have to excuse me, you do not have to drill down. You can do everything right up here at the top level. The drill down is here just for peace of mind and to answer any questions that you may have. So here it says we're blocked. We're blocked because we are missing child parts, and we're also missing the BPO in this case. So you're wondering, okay, well, cool, but I don't want to be blocked. I want to be ready. What do I need to do? So again, from the very top, you would drill down, materials, buy. So if you buy these things, these charred microcircuits, Noxium, and thruster controls, that's all you need to buy. And then you can build all this stuff. You can build 100 of those, 10 of these, and 20 of that. And your shopping list is right here, ready for you, good to go. And so you can go ahead and buy things off your shopping list here. So you'll notice up here, the buy is the delta quantity. Because you already have some of these things. So that the 55,600. Here's that 55,600 right here. It's in the delta quantity. So you can just right click, copy for multi-buy, delta quantity, and then you can build all of these things. So let's do a harder example. I'm going to go ahead and delete this project. Go back to my industry calculator, and let's pick Araya. So I know I don't have the materials for it, and I want to build everything. So I'm going to build it. If it's profitable or not, I don't care. I'm building everything. Go ahead and click update to pool. And there's that Raya. And to make it hard, we're going to say 3 of those. Let's build a Nomad and an Arc, because they all take similar stuff. They take similar subcomponents, and we just want to have a diversification of finished goods. So I've selected these. By the way, if you can build jump freighters, you can pretty much build anything. So let's add this to the production ledger. Now you'll know the reason why the production ledger exists is because if you want to know how to build this Raya, you have all these drop downs. Buy this, build these. Okay, if I want to build this, you have to keep drilling and drilling and drilling, right? And so to keep all this drill down, to remove all this drill down, I mean, that's a lot of drill downs. Look at this, it keeps going, right? This is not a good way of managing your work. This is why we have the production ledger. So we've added that to the production ledger. We're going to click update, and here's that Raya, Nomad, Arc project we put together. So it's going to batch all of this together into one job. So to build 3 Rayas, a Nomad, and an Arc, again, here at the bottom, you can scroll to the bottom and see that, okay, quantity, 3 Rayas, 1 Nomad, 1 Arc. So to build all of that, first I need to buy these items. I need some moon goo, I need some gas, lots of gas, lots of moon goo, some minerals, mechanical parts, etc., etc. So you can mine this, you can get people to trade it to you, or you can buy it. So first you need to buy all these things. And again, it's here in your shopping list. It's the delta quantity. So here's all these delta quantities here that line up with the quantities you need to buy. Then you have a little bit of excess. We do show you the excess because in EVE Online everything is built in batches. There's no perfect rounding. So you're going to have some extra just laying around, and we show you what it is as a point of reference, but it's not really that important. So what you need to know is that first you need to buy 35 billion ISK worth of tier 0, we're going to call it tier 0 components, to be able to build into your gem freighters. By the way, that's 2.5 million M3. So when we look at the tasks, you'll notice all the drill downs are now gone. This tells you exactly what you need to do, and it's done in steps. We've got step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It takes 7 steps to build a Tech 2 jump freighter. So step 1 is you need to invent the BPCs, no surprise there, and you need to build the fuel blocks. So if we look at the fuel block, input materials, here is all those, we call them tier 0 components, right? The mechanical parts we talked about earlier, here they are. So these are all the things you need to buy here in the buy list, so that way you can build your fuel blocks. So your hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen fuel blocks all require the same child parts, and you'll want to buy all those. Then when you're done building all your blocks, step 2, like with this reaction here, you need fuel blocks for the reaction. That's why it's step 2, because it requires a step 1 item. This methylfluorine requires fuel blocks. So once you're done with step 2, you go to step 3. This stuff requires step 2 stuff. So here's this from step 1. Here's your reactions from step 2, and that makes this plasmonic metamaterials. And then you're probably figuring this out. Step 4 requires step 3 stuff, like this ferrogel, this tungsten carbide, etc. Step 5 is this capital core temperature regulator, because it needs a step 4 item in here. And then lastly, step 6 is build the Charon, the Tech 1 freighter. And lastly, you can finally build the Raya. You do not have to drill down. That's the beauty with this thing. The drill down is there just for your reference. You can keep it at this level the whole time. Buy your items. Everything in step 1 will go from blocked to ready, because you'll have all the child parts you need. Once you build all these child parts, your step 2 stuff will go from blocked to ready. We also have, we do give you the quantities you need to build right here. We tell you the excess you're going to build, because not all blueprints are rounded perfectly. The total M3 of those items, it shouldn't matter too much if you're building in the same station. M3 is not really all that important. The METE assumptions of the blueprint, and then the dependency. So let's talk about that for a second. So you'll notice in the Caesarium Cadmide, oxygen fuel block is the dependency. Dependency, oxygen fuel block, build job. And then there's a 0 of 1. When you have the fuel block done, this will go 1 of 1, and then this will be done. Same thing for down here. 0 of 3. You need 3 different things built first. And so as you get them completed, you'll see this go 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3. And then eventually, you need 11 different things here, and this will go 1 out of 11, 2 out of 11, 3 out of 11, etc. To keep track, you have the choice. If you get your fuel blocks done here, for example, you can come here, click on this, and say, okay, I'm building it, keep it in progress. So you can come clicking down through here. Sometimes the tool's a little finicky, just click it a couple times. We'll iron that out. You can map it in progress, but eventually you'll get done with some things. And so up here you can see percentage complete is 0. You can come in here, click on this, click completed. So we're going to start completing some of these jobs. So the percentage complete is still 0 because there's just not enough time. These are the job time on this is so small, it's just not impacting the percentage complete very much. So I'm going to pick a bigger, more time intensive item like this titanium carbide. I'm going to say this is completed. Scroll back up. Now you can see it's jumped up to 9%. So as you start completing different things, you'll watch your percentage complete go up and up and up. Now it's at 14, and eventually you'll be 100% complete where you have all those ships and things built. So this is a very high level overview of the production ledger. We hope you found it helpful, and feel free to join our Discord, which you can access up here if you have any questions. Appreciate it.